Good morning and welcome to another Ministry Minute with Pastor T. Look here, this morning I'm talking about don't take advice from fear. And I must apologize in advance. There is some work being done on my house, and no matter where I go, it's really loud. So please forgive the noise. But don't take advice from fear. I am in the New Living Translation Bible. I am in Psalm chapter 11, and I'm going to begin at verse 1. I trust in the Lord for protection. So why do you say to me, fly like a bird to the mountains for safety? The wicked are stringing their bows and fitting their arrows on the bowstrings. They shoot from the shadows and those at those whose hearts are right. The foundations of law and order have collapsed. What can the righteous do? But the Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord still rules from heaven. He watches everyone closely, examining every person on earth. The Lord examines both the righteous and the wicked. He hates those who love violence. He will rain down blazing coals and burning sulfur on the wicked, punishing them with scorching winds. For the righteous Lord loves justice. The virtuous will see his face. Amen. Here it is. This is a psalm of David. And David is saying, I trust in the Lord for protection. But he got folk telling him, run for your life. He got folk telling him, look, you'll be safer if you go here, if you go to the mountains. Anytime we decide we're going to trust in the Lord, anytime we decide we're going to stand on the word and we're going to allow our faith to grow, there's always somebody in our ear talking noise about fear. They want us to take advice from fear. They want us to cow down to fear. And David is letting us know we're not going to take advice to fear. He's saying, look, I trust in the Lord for protection. So why are you telling me to run? Why are you telling me to duck and hide? Why are you telling me to put my trust in take advice from fear? I trust in the Lord. And this is why I trust in the Lord. He's in his holy temple. And the Lord rules from heaven. And the Lord watches everyone closely, examining the good and the bad. This is why I trust in the Lord. Because I serve a God who sits high, whose arm is not short that it can't save. This is why I won't take advice from fear. I won't take advice from fear. Why? Because the Lord examines both the righteous and the wicked, and he hates those who love violence. So the weapons can form against me, but I'm still going to trust in the Lord. They're not going to prosper. He hates those that love violence. So those that's coming against his children, David said, though his enemies came upon him, they stumbled and they fell. In other words, they were advancing against him. But when they got up to him, the weapon didn't prosper. It doesn't mean that people ain't going to try. It doesn't mean that people ain't going to press their luck. It does not mean that people are, just because you name it the name of God, it doesn't mean they not going to plot and plan against you. It's just when they advance their forces against you and they come right to you, they going to stumble and they going to fall. So don't take advice from fear on today. Know who you trust. Know who you serve. Know that he has all power in his hands. This is what David says. I trust in the Lord for protection. He says, I don't trust in my bow and my spear. I don't trust in my five smooth stones and my slingshot. I trust in the Lord for protection. And when you trust in the Lord for protection, baby, you better watch out. Or whether your enemies better watch out because God has something in store for them. My Bible declares he will rain down blazing coals and burning sulfur on the wicked. That means they're going to be burned up. They're going to be gone. This enemy you see today, you will not see again. Amen. So stop taking advice from fear and learn how to trust in the Lord for all your protection. God bless you. I hope you've enjoyed this ministry minute. And if it be the Lord's will, I'll be back on tomorrow. You have yourself a blessed day.